I really hope that y'all had a chance to and enjoyed the full journey of this entire build for this FA Tributo. This is finally done. Well, we have one small little thing, which is adding some carbon fiber right in that, that hood ventilation right there. But other than that, this is exactly how my client envisioned his car. And we're just happy to be part of it and being able to do this for him. So let me recap everything that's done, because this has been a couple of different series. And if you have not seen the first video, I want to kind of recap everything that we've done. And it's a lot. It's a lot. This is a whole different car. And if you had the chance and the privilege to drive in this car before any of this was done, and driving it now is a totally different experience. And that's what we're all about. Let's start off with in the beginning. Car was purchased, it was sent over to us, and first thing we wanted to do, as we always do with any car, is protect the car before we start doing any modifications, because the first thing we want to protect is the value, and that can quickly diminish as you're driving in and getting a bunch of different defects, rock chips, scratches, these things. So it had some paint protection film on it. The client wasn't happy with it, and it also only had a partial car paint protection film, so it had the high impact area package done. So we ripped all of that off. We did identify that there was tons of defects in the paint for the areas that did not have paint protection film. We corrected the car. We wrapped the whole thing in paint protection film. From there, we tinted the windows. It did have window tint on it before, but it wasn't a nano ceramic film. It was a dyed film. The quality of the installation, or the film installation, was not the greatest. We went with the XR Plus, which is going to give him the maximum heat rejection and the maximum performance. We also applied it to the windshield too as well. So again, therefore, if he's in the sun, if he's out there and the car's sitting outside, he has protection from the heat all the way around 360. From there, we ceramic coated the exterior with our ceramic coating, protecting the paint protection film from the elements and keeping and preserving the film and keeping it looking as good as possible for as long as possible. Now, once we completed that, we went on to the modifications, which was the fun part. What we did first thing was we started off with changing the downpipes. We went with the catless downpipes, and then we went with the exhaust as well. And then we tuned it via Novitec and bumped this up to 803 horses. From there, we went ahead and ordered some custom 3-piece Anarchy wheels, as you see before you. Gold faces, polished lip, and then a satin black barrel. With the hardware exposed. And instead of us going with the Anarchy center cap, we retained the original Ferrari center caps as well. The stock, it comes with 20 inches all the way around. What we did is we bumped that up with a staggered setup, 22 inches on the rear, and we went with the 21 inches on the front. We went on to improving the aesthetics. Now, as you remember in the previous video, all of the Aero, as you see below there, that are now carbon fiber, it was a satin black plastic. And unfortunately, with him taking this to the track and driving this, he damaged the rear diffuser, and so that just prompted him to say, let's just go ahead and change everything out to carbon fiber. He wanted to do that initially, but that just sped up the whole process, and he decided, hey, let's just pull the trigger on that now. So all the carbon fiber you see before you is from Novitec. So we have replaced the rear diffuser, we replaced the side skirts, we also replaced the front lip, and then also the inner front bumper with the carbon fiber as well, which is a great, to me personally, I feel like if you're gonna buy close to $500,000 car, it should have carbon fiber on the exterior. That's just my personal opinion. And of course, with the carbon fiber, for those who don't know, the weave on the carbon fiber from Ferrari is a little bit different from the standard weave. Standard weaves is a 2x2 weave. Their weave is 1x1. So as you see here, this is OEM carbon fiber, and Novitec made sure that we went with the option to go ahead and match the OEM carbon there. Back here, so we went with the compressor exhaust tips just to give it a nice little touch, matching the inner exhaust tip, which is gold, with the face, just bringing a little bit of those little accents. So it's the simple details that matters. I tried to talk him into doing the carbon fiber duckbill spoiler that lays over on top here. He quite wasn't going for that. Hopefully, coerce him into doing a little bit more in the future. So that's where we're at. This was definitely a fun build. I love to see, oh, and how can I forget? The lowering springs. So, and it's so funny that that was the one thing I forgot, because that's the one thing he did not want. And we got a chance to go ahead and talk him into doing so, and it just changed the overall look and aesthetics of the vehicle. It just, to me, was the final touch that needed to be added, and he went ahead and he did it, and he was like, you know what, I have plenty of cars, I have plenty of exotics, I have exotics coming in, let's go ahead, if I'm gonna do it, let's do it on this car. And I tried to get him to do it on his R8, he didn't do it, but he tried it out on this one, and it came out great. We didn't slam it, we lowered it, so if it was me, it would have been lower than this. So from there, that's it. Fun project. I'm glad that we were able to go ahead and fulfill all the needs and all of his wants and the dreams, and this is exactly what he wanted it to look like, and on to his next one. So again, thank you for following along with the journey. Thank you for staying tuned with this. Let me know what you would have done different. You know, if this was your F8, what would you have done different? What would you have actually added on? Or do you like it as is? We'd love to hear from you below. Other than that, until the next feature, keep it simple. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification button, because we have a lot of fire, a lot of these projects coming your way. So make sure that you stay tuned. Till next time, keep it simple.